Hi everybody, it's me, Corrie Sommers, your local Los Angeles luxury realtor. Today we're going to be discussing Agoura Hills. And if you haven't done so yet, I'm going to ask you, please take a moment to click that subscribe button below, as well as the bell for updates, and we'll be right back to get into Agoura Hills. Hi everybody, it is me, Corrie Sommers, your local Los Angeles luxury realtor. Today we're going to be discussing Agoura Hills. Agoura Hills is part of the city of Los Angeles, and it is in the San Fernando Valley. It's nestled by Calabasas on the east side, Oak Park and Westlake Village, as well as Ventura County to the north. It's actually part of the Cajon Valley, and it's not quite 8 square miles. It's 7.82 square miles. The city of Agoura Hills was incorporated in 1982, and it's really known for its laid-back lifestyle and the scenic views. Agoura Hills' scenic views actually expand all the way into the Malibu Canyon. It's got that small town feel. There's local concerts and movies in the park, that sort of thing. Parks typically have soccer matches over the weekends. It's just really a family community. Some key holidays that are celebrated in town include trick-or-treating or the annual Easter egg hunt. Agoura Hills is zoned for horses, so it's very common to see horses and people riding horses about. And again, it's just truly a family-friendly type of area. And some other things that tend to draw out the community is the Great Race of Agoura, which is a big day with a bunch of runners, and families come and just join the festivities and celebrate. Now, Agoura Hills was established around the 1800s. Miguel Ortez was granted a Spanish gazing concession called Rancho Los Virgenes. And this grant was actually abandoned after Ortega's death in 1810. And then Jose Marie Dominguez was given Ranchos Los Virgenes as a Mexican land grant in 1834. I'm looking down and just make sure I get all my dates right. So Marie Antonia Macho de Reyes purchased the ranch from Dominguez in 1845. The Reyes Adobe Ranch headquarters still sits today in central Agoura Hills. It is where the Reyes Adobe Museum, built around 2004, is housed, and it's owned by the Los Angeles Los Angeles County Parks and Recreation Department. Agoura Hills really actually began to grow in the late 1960s after the Ventura Freeway completed its construction of the 101. And this actually divided Agoura Hills into a northern section and a southern section. So the first housing tracts in Agoura Hills were in an area called Hillrise, Liberty Canyon, and Lake Lindero. There was rapid growth in Agoura Hills in the 1970s, and by the 1982, the residents proposed that Agoura Hills become its own city. And this, as a result, Agoura Hills became the 83rd city in the city of Los Angeles. The 80s were a period of large growth, land parcels were being subdivided, and housing tracts and businesses really started settling roots in Agoura Hills. Now, most homes in Agoura Hills were built in the 70s and 80s, and they were built with a ranch style, from entry-level homes, condos, all the way up to estates. Yards tend to be large enough to have a pool and a barbecue. That is, if it's not already upgraded. Agoura Hills has actually managed to keep a very slow growth tradition going on, and it is truly one of Los Angeles's bedroom communities. Now I have another little historical fact for you. Agoura Hills has a mountain called Ballard Mountain, which is named after the pioneer settler who was a former free slave, John Ballard. Kind of cool to have something named after you and really have a legacy go on, right? Agoura Hills is known as the gateway to the Santa Monica Mountains National Recreation Area, and the city is unofficially divided into a couple of sections, right? There's Morrison Ranch, downtown Agoura Hills, Forest Cave, South End, Malibu Junction, East Agoura, and Old Agoura. Again, as I said earlier, Agoura Hills really kind of reaches into Malibu a little bit with its views, and it kind of gets pretty close there. A lot of the areas that are off the 101, from Hidden Hills, Calabasas, and Agoura Hills is literally just on the opposite side of Malibu, just separated by the Santa Monica Mountains. Now, when it comes to like weekend activities, if you're into hiking, there's definitely some hiking trails in Agoura Hills. In fact, some of the hiking actually brings you into Malibu Canyon. Parks and trails include Malibu Creek State Park. Surprise, surprise. It's very popular to hike to the rock pool located there. Cheeseboro, Palo Commando Canyon is another area to hike that's about 4,000 square miles with lots of trails. And so really and truly, if hiking is your thing, there's a lot to do in Agoura Hills on the weekends. I'm going to share with you 3 homes that are currently on the market at the time of recording this video so that you get a feel for what prices are like in Agoura Hills. So we're going to start with the lowest one. This home is asking $699,000. It is located at 5661 Slicer Circle. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, 1,260 square feet. So it's a modest entry-level home, kind of a step up from a condo to a home, or if you've been in an apartment into your first home. It's an updated home with quartz countertops. So it's got a nice little kitchen going on. The next home is about a mid-priced house, and it's $2,295,000. It is located at 29310 Laro Drive. Actually, I just showed a house over there like 2 weeks ago. And it's a 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom home, 5,902 square feet on a 15,785 square foot lot. Now this has a large private backyard. The pool has been redone with a waterfall and a Baja shelf, which is pretty cool. And the house basically has phenomenal mountain and canyon views. The third property currently on the market today is asking just $7.2 million. It's located at 28660 Wagon Road in Agoura Hills. This is a 5-bedroom, 7-bath home, 5,400 square feet, and it's basically Paramount Ranch Estate. It's a newly remodeled custom estate on 10 acres. Yeah, 10 acres of land. That's almost impossible to get here in Southern California unless you're in an area like Agoura Hills or Malibu, right? It's got tennis courts, a dry sauna, basketball courts, and it's got an equestrian setup as well. So it's basically a little mini paradise. If you're considering relocating to Los Angeles, maybe for a job or something of that nature, and you want land, you like land, you're used to having land, or you're a horse person, Agoura Hills might be right for you. Either way, it's something to think about. Hopefully this information has been helpful to you if you are considering relocating to Los Angeles. I do have a guide about relocating to Los Angeles below, as well as a guide on Agoura Hills. I want to thank you again for watching today's video. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click that bell for updates. We are in the middle of 31 neighborhoods and 31 days here on my YouTube channel, Real Estate to Financial Freedom.